This is a new segment that we are introducing. What's in the box? It is a segment about, I guess, all the products that we receive to take through their paces. So we are waiting for the postie to arrive. Henry doesn't like the postie, but he still waits there for him. He's gone to the front door. Let's go take a look at what they are. Should we have a look? Come on. Let's go. What's at the door? Come on. So it looks like we've got some exciting products to test out. But before we get to unboxing these products, and I say we because no doubt Frankie and Henry are going to be making their way back in here very soon to help out. Who doesn't love a bit of bubble wrap? Before we do that, we're going to need some scissors. Frankie, do you want to help? Yeah? Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Let's go with this one first. Ooh, bubble wrap. Oh, you should see her face. As predicted, Henry's here too. Oh, hi. Hi. In there. It's like your birthday again. Some luggage from the crew over at Tula. Thanks, mate. Ah! Go Active Outdoors. Here you go. Here. We're going to put Frankie to sleep and then continue with this later. Okay, so Frankie's now in bed. Unfortunately, she's going to miss out on all of this greatness, but I'll let her play with the bubble wrap later, under close supervision. Right, so we're halfway through checking this out. Boop, Tula Chasm. This is a sport duffel that we will be using for weekends. We spend a lot of time going away for weekends with mates, doing a bit of bike riding, running, you know, our own little mini camps. This kind of thing I won't use for when I'm traveling via a plane because I need a suitcase on wheels, but perfect for all the other times that we're heading off and I need to load up the car. Ooh. Who's sending me gourmet baskets? All right, that's what it is. It's quite fancy, just like me. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is from an athlete. Scott Baville is an age group, very good age group triathlete who I've given him a couple of photos here and there. He's sent me this amazing basket of goodies. Rocky Road. Oh, choc salted caramel melting moments. Raspberries. There's so many things, Scotty. Thank you so much. That is really above and beyond, and I really appreciate it. It's a constant discussion that we seem to be having when people use our photos without permission or without credit. It's a real disservice to the amount of time that we spend out there doing what we do. So I'm a little bit blown away by Scott for sending this through. You know, it makes me realise that athletes like himself do appreciate what we are doing day in and day out. So thank you, Scotty. I really appreciate it. Now, this one is a child seat for the bike. I've been hanging to get Frankie onto a bike for quite some time, but it took a little bit of research to figure out what bike seat would suit our needs the most. We landed on the ride-along. Now, this is a rear seat, so for the back of the bike. And when we actually do a review of this product, I'm going to go through the reasons why we chose that one. We're also hoping to get a front seat as well, just so that we can compare. Now, with this one, from what I understand, you're probably going to get more use out of it over a longer period of time because it's got the capability to grow with your kid, which is one of the highlights, one of the reasons we chose this one. Whoa. It's a lot heavier than what I anticipated, which will be interesting to feel like the your center of balance when you're on the bike, especially being on the back, how that goes. So stay tuned for that review. I'm really looking forward to having a play with this, and thank God for bike paths here in Melbourne. This out of the way. Ooh. Okay, on to this one. That's not going to fit on the screen. But this one is another bike rack. So we have got the Tula Upright, the bike rack that doesn't have any contact with the frame of the bike. And this one's a slightly different one as well. So we've opted to use two different ones just so that we can give a proper review on both of these products from the crew at Tula. Now, full disclosure, we've got a bit of a partnership going with Tula, mainly because I reached out to them because I love all of their products, and I'm super keen to try a whole bunch of different products from those guys. So they've only been too happy to send stuff our way. So this bike rack does make contact with the frame. I'm just looking at the back at the pictures. So I think it's a bit more of a traditional bike rack, but it'd be really interesting once we put both of them on the roof of the car to test out the differences. Sorry, Henry. Henry, you can come up for this one. Come on, buddy. Oh, jeez. Okay. Frankie's asleep, so he gets a little bit of love now. Hey? Oh, I know what this one is. We get a lot of questions. Actually got one this morning about the different products that I'm using or that I'd like to use with Frankie to remain active. I've not been much of a hiker, but I reached out again to Tula and said, look, it's something that I might be interested in checking out. I'm sure a lot of our readers and viewers would be super interested in checking out some of those kind of products as well. I think it's called the Sapling, which is one of those kid carriers that goes on your back while you're out there going for the big hikes or walks or whatever. Maybe not for just going to the coffee shop. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Whoa, you could go in there, buddy. What do you reckon? That is it. That is lighter than it actually looks. That is some heavy duty baby carrying going on there. Ooh, I'm actually looking forward to that. I assume these legs here, so say when you take your version of your Frankie off your back, and then you can just sit it down like that. That's pretty cool. All right, so that's it for our first sort of unboxing. I still don't know exactly what I'm going to call it. Witsup unboxing, Witsup what's in the box. Stay tuned for the reviews. We'll do a few video reviews. We'll do a few written reviews. Oh, and if you have any questions about any of the products that I just unveiled then, hit me up, leave a comment below because I can include that in our review as well. All right, I think the next knock on the door is going to be my Uber Eats. It's coffee time. Let's go. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Have you seen Seven? That's what that's from. What's in the box?